Good evening, welcome to Tales of Myth and Mayhem. I am Mark, I am your master for this evening. We are playing Die RPG. It's been a few weeks, so no one can remember what's going on, so we'll just start a whole new game, maybe, I'm not sure. We are missing Michelle for the moment, but she said she's on her way, so if she's not, we just need to give her a bit. We'll do a quick round, say hello, and then a recap as far as I can remember, and try and have some fun. And as always, we will start with Ashleigh.
Hi, team. I am Ashleigh. I'm playing Selena the Godbinder, and she deals with gods. She doesn't trust them, but she kind of has to believe in them. Yeah, we're currently on a quest to find her. That's where we're on our way to right now. So, yeah, looking forward to it. And Patrick.
Hi, I'm Pat, and I am playing the Paul the Neo. And I've had a very interesting time in London recently. I actually went over to donate some sperm, but basically never get anything off Craigslist because all it meant was just wanking into a fridge. Yeah.
Not your best work, mate. Not your best work.
No, but then again, that's what the guy said as well.
Yeah.
The way he asked me to wear a picture of a mask of a real skin mask of his dad, I'll never know. And with that, I'll pass over to Thea.
Thank you for that story. It really sets the mood for an adventure.
Yes.
Hello, I'm Thea. I play Emma. She used to be a loading knight. She's not a loading knight anymore. She's a joy knight, and she's very happy at the moment and doing great. And nothing bad is going to ever happen to this gang ever. So everything's okay. And she's just so happy. Over to Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris, and I am playing Quinn, the dictator who basically just really hates being in Narnia on crack. And speaking of crack, it's good.
Pat, are you in chat? Are you in the Twitch chat?
No.
No, because Stephen has asked, but what about your character?
The character?
Your character?
Yeah, you
Paul
told us
the
about London.
Oh,
but you
everyone
didn't
knows
say-
who Paul the Neo is.
You told us about wanking into your fridge or someone's fridge with a picture of your dad, I think. That's what.
Everyone knows what Paul is. He is the Neo who's going through a very interesting time. First he was alive, now he's dead, now he's somewhere in between. Small was, and he's kind of a bit like Madonna.
Right, hold on. Michelle has just joined with no camera because she doesn't love us. Give a minute.
Is my internet then? Because I've only just seen that message.
It is shite.
It's really bad. You're cutting out a lot.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay, I'll try coming out and coming back in again.
Michelle, who are you playing if you're here? No typing.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, can people hear me?
We can.
Good. I'm Michelle. I play Frida. I'm a fool. I stole a boat.
She did steal a boat. Right, anyway, sorry, I'm just complaining about something. And then, okay, so last time, as Michelle pointed out, Frida stole an airship. There was absolutely no reason for her to steal an airship. They could have just got one. But yeah,
More fun this way.
It seemed to made set off a whole bunch of shite. Got on the ship that she had no idea about how to pilot or anything. Flew it down the mountain a bit. Picked up her mates and then fucked off while being chased. Quickly discovered there was not enough. There was no food aboard. There didn't seem to be enough fuel. map which mapped out certain, which seemed to map out certain dangers on the way there. And when they tried to fish, they caught a bird who was not very pleased about getting hooked. And then Frida trying to prepare its wing and making it, according to the bird, fat. Just before we finished, with Selena piloting the ship, clouds and darkness started to surround them, and a voice called out to her. Ah, dude, thank you, Stephen. Very nice of you. I'm taking all of that as complications, I think, and not giving them any roles because they don't deserve them. Sorry, Stephen gives 1,000 bits.
Oh,
Thank you.
He's too nice. Right. The voice. Yeah, see, complications is, thank you. The voice roars, Selena. And what made you come back? What made you think it was a good idea? You might have the rest of them wrapped around your little finger, but not I.
okay. So I'm not who I was. I don't just mean, oh, I've grown, I'm a different person, I'm better now, as in I am literally a different person. I am embodying the same archetype. I am in the same body, but the person that you will have known many years ago has retired, and I was recruited into the role of the Godbinder. I got pulled into this world with my friends here. We've been winging it ever since.
You hear thunder. Thunder crashes. Hold on, I need to get back because Stephen, you're allowed to be sassy. Levita is probably trying to get it for her for a different game. Just she's being circumspect. Anyway, I'll get back to the game. You hear a roar of thunder, you see a crack of lightning, and it does not seem far away. They're almost instantaneous. And you hear them. A face appears in the murky clouds. Just a hint of it.
Or is this like a god thing? Can we all see this, or?
Yes, this is not hiding in God space.
All right, so in which case Paul probably screams out, "Fuck, it's Mufasa!"
I always wanted to meet Mufasa.
The bird, you hear the bird say, Mufasa? That cunt owes me 10 freaking snails. Another roar of thunder.
Okay, so I think
I
there like
recognise
a
some
bit?
of those with you. You brought
Is
them
there
here
like
before.
a bit?
A bit.
Like at the very front of the, like I want to get as close to the front as I can and kind of stand there.
Yep, you can climb out onto the deck
Get your
there, yeah.
loading ramp. Great, cool, that works for me. So yeah, climb the deck and just kind of exposing myself and saying, but you may recognize my friend, like we're here again from when you knew us 20 years ago. We're all a new generation. The next. That one was for you, Pat.
You feel the lightning as it crackles, almost touching your skin, just singeing it a little bit. Roll charisma for me. See if you can get this
charisma.
across.
That's not one of my stronger ones.
You
but...
could use roll. You can use your God dice as well.
Oh, I can roll. Okay.
So, are we hearing this conversation as well?
Yeah.
This is echoing through it.
Okay.
And we're all on the deck.
Wow. So I got a 6 and I got a 12.
So a 6 and a 12.
Sorry, I didn't.
No,
A
6.
12, yeah, according to roll 20.
Oh, very nice. Okay, yeah. And that you got a crit then. Sorry, I'm trying not to look at chat, but I'm terrible at not looking at chat. Right. So so 12 things. So we'll count that as 3 6s. What do you want to say to this god to make him believe you?
I do just want to try and get across to him as get why you might be I understand why you might be upset, but upset with somebody who isn't me. However, whatever it is that has earned your ire, I will do what I can to make it right.
It's a rumble of thunder again. It quietens. You see the face swaying back and forth. And you feel there's something sniffing at you. You are not. You are not she. What madness is this? I see the dark one, the mean one, the full.
There are many worlds. We are from.
Wait, what?
We were pulled here from somewhere else. Completely different.
I
Somewhere
keep
where
not
the
hearing
rules
Ashleigh,
are
and that
different.
is.
Okay, Michelle, hold on. We're all hearing you though. Hold on.
Oh, sorry. So I'm now interrupting Ashleigh because I can't hear her.
Yes.
Sorry, Ashleigh, I can't hear you. So that just means I'm just going to reset again and see if that helps. One sec.
So I can't hear Michelle.
That's all right.
Oh.
She's dropping out again. Right. Michelle couldn't hear you. You couldn't hear Michelle. So Michelle talked over to you.
Oh.
Or you would say she couldn't hear you. Yeah. Today, people, is going very, very well. So, yeah. Michelle, can you speak a second so we can see if your
I
mic's
can
on?
speak for a
It's-
second.
Aye. We've got you. Right. Sorry. Selena.
Yeah, I mean, I still couldn't hear
That's all
Michelle.
right. No, she was just saying that she couldn't hear you.
Oh, well,
If
So I
anyone
can't-
can hear me
so-
now, say 5.
hear me.
5.
Aha!
There
Gotcha!
you go. That wasn't 5,
Alright.
but I take it to mean.
You know,
Yep. All sorted.
wonderful. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, so there are many here from somewhere else, and we'd like to get through so I can go and talk to myself.
You want to talk to yourself. I too have faced this problem. You hear thunder a little bit in the distance. The bird starts flapping its wings. What's going on up there?
As I said, from somewhere else. But 20 years ago, some people known and loved to each of us, the people you see on this ship, has lost somebody to this world. Followed them here. We didn't realize this is what we were doing, but we have followed in footsteps. And we are roaming all over the land trying to find the people here before us. We're currently heading towards where my currently lives, and that's who you knew many years ago. We've only been here for months, but I wish to talk to the woman who you knew many one that you knew as the Godbinder then, who has since retired, were
Retired?
um,
I do not believe that she is retired. She sits on her throne and collects the power of the others. I will not be fooled. You wish to take her down?
I wish to. He is my kin. I can't just walk away from her or immediately plan to kill her without even speaking to her, having not spoken to her for years. I need to at least do her the courtesy of hearing.
The wind buffets
I know
the
not
ship.
what she did.
She is kin to you. I know.
I am
kin.
her sister.
You will take a message. And for that, I will
Gladly.
give you passage. You may tell her
Yes,
that the
anything.
god of the skies wishes recompense.
The god of the skies wishes. Sorry,
Recompense. Is this word too large for
recompense.
Sorry, he's a bit of a dick.
Ooh, he's so mean.
So mean.
But recompense. She will understand. She will understand that, I am sure.
She had better. None of those other little godlings that lap at her feet have achieved what I have achieved. And 3 or 4 lightning bolts start to strike round about the ship as if you're just missing it. You can hear some smugness in his voice as he talks.
Well, I want to try and ask him to give us a good gust of wind, that we can ride the wind rather than worrying about fuel. We can at least be carried closer to where we want to go. But I don't know. I'm to say, look, I'll owe you a favor, and
I am weary of favours to your family. Favours owed is what got you into this mess. What can you do for me now?
I could sacrifice a bird. No, that's
That would please me. You hear the bird
Okay.
go, the fuck? Hope you've got another bird on here.
yeah, definitely. Just turn around and look into that dark. I mean, I don't want to kill a bird, but equally, I've been watching too much Star Trek recently. I want to turn to the rest of the options.
I no longer wish for a bird. I have enough birds, and you hear a squawk, another thunder and lightning. They're delicious.
How can we serve you? And she, that the god doesn't realize she's doing so, slightly sarcastically.
There is a mountain beyond your sister's complex. There is a stone that has trapped a storm. That storm is mine. I wish it back. Your sister refused to get it, as well as the other things that she promised. You will free that storm for me. Do we have a deal?
Oh, we do. It shall be done.
Another roar. Good. Then I shall give you swift passage. And suddenly the ship jolts forward into a bright, clear sky. and you're going much faster than you were before. All of you kind of stumble. Paul, you're just
we're all
getting your bearings. It's the last day or so was kind of
Emotionally tiring on him.
yeah. You still feel the pull of Quinn's power on you. It's like wearing a leash.
Oh, aye.
Well, now, how much you enjoy it is up to you. There's no fridge involved, but you know.
There can be if you're
I
good enough.
think
Quinn stares at is just observing Paul.
Okay, so I have a question.
I have an answer.
Very good. So Selena is kind of busy with talking, and Quinn is keeping an eye on Paul. What is Frida doing?
I have no idea.
Well, last time she was wondering
I've missed
about
half of the
getting people
context of
high.
this scene for a combination of reasons. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on. So I'm choosing to stay out of it without frittering somebody else's game away.
Don't worry about it. There was nothing directly to do with Frida there. The last time we were with Frida, she was off. She tried to help the bird, and the bird was not impressed by the healing skills. Then got some of the berries that you made, which were completely fucking rotten, and luckily liked them.
Yeah, the bird
And then
loved
you
them.
offered to get it high, which is kind of par for the course for Frida.
Fair enough.
Do you remember where you are?
Roughly, but I missed a lot of the stuff because I couldn't hear Ash for a long
I
period.
know
of
that
the-
was just
and,
that was only really Ash specific. That's not a
Oh, fair
problem.
enough. Okay, then I guess I'm up to speed then.
Yeah, and good.
I'm going to stand there and not do anything.
All right. In that case, I would like for Emma to pilot the ship, since nobody's keeping an eye on that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Because Selena is stood. She just was going woo as the ship goes really fast, and is thinking, "The king of the world."
You feel as well, though, Selena, just a little bit. You're king of the world in it, but you feel maybe something dark floating about beside your ear, the back of your head, before it dissipates. And what
Okay.
what would you like to do, Emma?
I would like, since this is going faster now, to start doing
much
pirouettes.
faster.
Start doing pirouettes in the air. I would like to do that and go even faster if possible. I'd
Okay.
push it to the limit.
I would like you to give me. What role would it be?
What role indeed? Intelligence, maybe?
No, I would
I
say
don't know.
Dex. I would say Dex.
All right.
You can use your what do you call it? Your emotion die as well.
Okay.
As I think it's sheer joy that's been pummeled into this.
Oh yeah, she's having a time of her life. Oh, it's not going well.
She's having-
It's not combat, so you're not using a tower, so it doesn't completely fuck you up. However,
What about us?
What about the rest of the gang? I'm so sorry, by the way.
there are several bruises to be had as the wheel gets spun violently, and it looks right at the beginning as if it might turn into something graceful, and then suddenly it's just, in Christmas crackers you get the things with the little balls in the middle and you're meant to get them in each end, and the only way to do it is spin it like that, so the force pushes it out. It's kind of like that. Selena, you almost go over the edge that's hanging onto the banister. The bird smacks into someone else, parts his other wings, starts swearing fucking worse than I do. The rest of you all either fall over or manage to up. Emma, you are laughing your ass off. Please take your joy up one.
Sorry?
Put your joy up by one, please.
Oh, wow. This is crazy now. Now we're starting to get into the territory where it's really scary.
Yep. Now when you get in a fight, you're all going to get fucked. Just like the very first time you got in a fight.
Fuck up.
So, whenever they
Yeah,
calm down,
she's having a time. She's cackling. She's like maniacal. This is so fun. This is like a roller coaster. She's not thinking about the consequences. This is just fun to her.
the bird kind of moves over towards Quinn. Is there something wrong with her?
I asked myself the same question. Quinn kind of tries to brace herself back up and move towards Emma.
You pull yourself up the short stairs, and you see she's just the wheel is going left, right, and she's laughing. You see Selena just getting her feet just outside the window.
Quinn tries to grab Emma by the collar and like yank her off the wheel.
Ooh, give us a strength roll then, please. And this can be it depends on are you pulling against this, or if you're pulling against it then it's contested.
Let's see. Well, Emma will feel a yank behind her, right? She wouldn't really know what's going on,
That's
right?
true. Yeah.
So I think initially she would just, brush it off.
You need at least 2 successes because she is big. And no, I mean, you feel a hand in your collar that kind of janks you a little bit, but doesn't really seem to do anything.
Well, I do thank you. I'm having very much fun. Yes, thank you for the encouragement. Whoever you
Stop.
are.
Stop.
I don't want to die again.
What's that?
He doesn't want to die again.
So, what's the plan here? What are you doing? You're just all going to let Emma joy the place up?
Is someone
Well, I think
can help me with Tweedledee here?
Oh, why are we stopping
I
her?
think,
She seems awesome.
as long as she's not crashing the ship.
Not yet.
She's making the place better.
Not yet.
Why
You
are
do
we
hear
trying to
several
stop
birds
her?
get hit. Hollow bones breaking against the side of the ship as she just through all these clouds.
Okay.
That's
all
10
right. So we
points.
need.
Go for that one.
The bird just stopped staring at you, just absolutely shocked.
No, that's fine. They're playing too.
Okay. So are we
And
visibly getting closer to?
You would
Land.
need to take time to work that out. It would have been, 3-4 days without the wind. You're not going to be there in 10 minutes. You don't know exactly how fast you're going. You don't know things. It's unlikely that you'll
Okay.
get there without fuel.
Okay. So we need to go lower, and we need to try and find somewhere to stop that'll have fuel, or
Emma came up
we
with
need
the
to
idea
look
last
out
time.
for another.
She noticed
Sorry?
something. Emma noticed something on the charts the last time. There was markings on the charts. Do you remember?
All right.
And
Let's
there
go
were
that-
markings of monsters, and there were markings of X's. And at first you'd all stay away from the X's, and Emma said, what if they are fuel?
Yeah. And if there are monsters,
Well-
so what? Monsters are fun. Let's fight them.
I was just thinking Emma's in a place to be dealing with some terrifying sky behemoth.
Depending on the role, it would go very, very well or very, very poorly.
Very,
Yeah.
very, very poorly.
Yes.
Or very, very well. I mean, it's either or. What's your emotion level at, actually?
4.
Oh, fucking hell. Can defeat, despair, a city, your true love. Well, thankfully, Kamani's on the other side of the continent.
As far as I know.
As far as you know. Let's see what happens.
Well, I mean, she's going
So I
to
think-
continue staring the ship as best as she can, but
Yeah, so Selena's kind of holding on for dear life and kind of working her, thinking, okay, let's see if we can get Emma to steer towards something. If we say to her, look, let's go there'll be something to explore and potentially fight, she'll probably be very up for.
And if that doesn't work, well, Freda, have you got any downers?
If Emma wants to curb her things, she would need to roll wisdom at half of the intensity, so she would need at least 3 successes.
To curb it?
Yes.
Would she realize at this point that something is wrong? Like she's acting really
I don't know.
irresponsibly?
Would Emma know? Would
Well, if the birds start like racking up on the windshield, let's say, and it's really like, she might dawn on her that she's not acting as she should. So
they definitely are. You're starting. There's feathers all over the place. There are.
Yeah.
You're starting to hear creaking from places in the ship. Everyone's still kind of falling about the place.
yeah, so it might start dawning on her that this she should dial it down like a couple of notches. Is it wisdom you said?
Wisdom, yeah.
And I need how much?
You need at least 2, at least 3 successes.
Oh wow. Okay. No.
That 2 counts as well. You could re-roll that 3. We do have 10. What do you call it? Dinks dice.
Oh yeah, sure. If permitted, I'll
Yep.
try it.
Because that 6 would count as 2. So if you can get a 4 on that,
Yeah. I'll if permitted by the group, I'll do it.
take it.
Do it.
No.
Nope.
You could take 1 more, but that would be, I would say.
Okay, I'll do one more then.
If not, there's going to be some consequences.
There we go.
Hey!
There we go. So what happens? It lowers by half, or
No, you lower by 1, and you start to
just
get
1.
more control of your senses. You start to realize that maybe this is
Alright.
not the best. Maybe not the best way to what do you call it? To express your happiness.
yeah, I think she's her.
Your hand falls on the compass you have that points towards a Manny, and you get a strong feeling from her.
Yeah. And her body, she starts to relax actually a little bit visibly. Doesn't take as many sharp turns and starts like just relaxing, focusing actually on the flying more. But she's still mumbling, this is so much fun to herself.
It's getting late on the day, the wind is still gusting behind you. You slowed down, you probably didn't make as much progress with the acrobatics as you might have done. What do you all want to do?
Okay.
You have no food. The bird is eating the
Yeah,
rotten
so-
berries.
So Celine
It doesn't look like a good situation,
eventually.
does it?
No, it doesn't. Well, unless we eat the bird.
The bird hears this, cocks head. Okay, the hospitality here is unbelievable.
You just ate all of our food.
No, your food you couldn't eat, you told me.
What if?
I'll tell you
all right,
what. Why don't you bring us some food that we can eat?
He
Yeah,
can't
but how do
fly
we know
at
we're
the
going to come
moment.
back?
You tried to fish for him, caught him,
Yeah.
broke his wing. You made food that none of you could eat. He
Yeah.
ate the food because you gave it to him,
Yeah,
and now you're telling him to go find your food.
yeah.
The fuck does this bird do to you people? Just going on
Let me,
holiday and fucking gets all this shit.
let me try this again. So how long is our journey?
I was meant to be
Another few-
3-4 days, so it's going to be probably at least 2 days.
We can last 2 days.
But you don't have fuel.
We're in
Selena,
the middle of nowhere with a giant bird. No fuel, no food.
do you think any of the gods might help?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I know I
a-
realize that we keep using it like Deus Ex Machina, but
Oh, don't worry, that will come back. There are things that need to be paid.
Well, hang on, let me.
wait, did I hear that? I just- the gods. Wait a minute, what? Sorry, Johnny.
Can
what
I-
was that?
If I remember where, like, roughly where the X's are.
Well, you
Can
can
I-
check the map again. That's the charts are there. There's a
Yeah.
big table you've got them out on.
All right. I'll check the maps then.
Where would you
I
work?
think while
There you go.
Emma's checking the map, Selena's going to take grab the wheel.
Yeah, I was about to say she's just leaving it. She's like very casual about it, just leaving the. So somebody take that. Somebody take that. I'll be fine. I'll just check the maps.
The sun's starting to go
Yeah.
down. The stars are out. It's fairly easy to navigate. You see that. I mean, you should be able to reach one of the X's. It's just a little bit out of your way. So at the moment, the way you're going, if you keep heading that way, you'll come straight to the Citadel. But you'll be out of fuel within a few hours.
Yeah.
You think maybe you can get to this thing within an hour?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'll
All right.
help chart the coordinates with Selena. We'll make something going there.
Okay. You
She's like-
call out.
Well, I'll bring the map. I'll bring it over and sit by your side.
Yeah.
And like, oh, you
That
have to go over
works
here.
too.
Over to the X here. Do you see it? Do you see it over here? This one. Here.
I see
think we
it.
can go there.
You need to go.
Should I
need to go
plaster the
north.
map ups over the some windows so you can see it better? Would that be? Yeah, I don't know.
I think. I mean, keep it. I want the windows because whatever's out there at the X, we're going to need to
You
be.
can't
able-
see anything. There's just birds all the way down.
Let's see.
The bird follows you in, still favouring its wings, looking at the charts. Oh, you don't want to go there.
Why not?
Well, you know what they say about places like that.
No, we don't. We really don't.
We don't know anything, actually.
Can you provide us with information?
What is... You're like hatchlings, the lot of you.
Yes. View us as hatchlings.
He starts to cough up a little bit of berry. Okay, come here.
That's disgusting. I love it.
Okay. These... What do you call them? Ships? They run
Yeah.
on the crystals, yes?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. Now, the crystals come from the skyfish. They are the eggs of the skyfish, yes?
Yeah, that sounds right. I don't know.
Yeah.
The skyfish are big. They will eat you.
Can we eat them?
It looks like it cocks its head. I would like to see you try.
I'd love to try. So let's go for that fish.
Starts flapping its wing a little bit, and I think I'll be okay soon. Hops downstairs, goes towards the door.
When
Thank
you
you for
say they're big, how big are we talking?
Oh, big. What do you call them? Think in the sea they call them whales. Like, twice as big as them.
Ooh, that's good. That's good. That's so big.
That's not good. That's too big. I was thinking we could maybe eat these things, but it sounds like these things would eat us without even thinking about it.
And they only eat clouds, but
See, we'll be fine. They
Yeah.
only have clouds.
they're dangerous. They won't notice you, or you steal their eggs. I don't know about you, but when people have tried to steal my eggs, I tend to be kind of angry. Well, except with Henry. He was, yeah,
What happened with Henry?
bad egg.
Ah, I see.
Okay. Sky whale. Cool.
Emma laughs a little too hard. That really bad joke.
Thank you. It's too much fun.
Yeah. I
All
say
right.
we steal an egg and get fuel.
I agree. I think we should try and gain as much, and then hopefully when we reach this place where X marks the spot for the whale, and then Emma can take a death-defying leap
Ah,
down onto the fish.
I love
and
it. And then, yeah,
Give it a
like
good-
ride it or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Then stab it in the head, and then carve off a chunk of meat, and we'll.
I'm in. I'm
let
so
me get this
in.
straight. You two geniuses want to jump on the head of a whale. No, sorry.
No,
Something that is, what did he say? 2 times bigger than a whale. And with your little toothpick, you're going to stab him in the brain. He's
Well,
going
I
to
mean-
go bye-bye.
No, I'll ride it at first. I don't know. Maybe I'll stab it. I don't know. The point is we're getting the egg. We're not supposed to kill it, I think. I don't know. I can kill it, maybe.
Emma, I love the energy you're bringing towards these idea sessions, but I don't think that's going to be successful and will only result in your death, which would be a bad thing.
Why would it not be successful? We've done so much stupid stuff in here, and it's worked.
She's got a point.
Yeah, but usually it's me doing the stupid stuff that works. When other people do
Okay,
stupid
so
stuff,
you
it
jump.
fails.
I'll pilot the ship. You jump. I'll pick you up on the way down.
All right, fair enough. You know what? There's logic behind this. All right, I'll
Actually-
jump.
actually,
I'll jump
we
and do
both-
the stabbing.
We
You've got to
both
save
jump.
me.
We both jump because double the chance. Double the chance of someone getting the fish.
No, but I'm a fool.
Well, this is
If
all
I jump,
convers-
I've got a good chance. If you jump with me, you've got a good chance of dying.
Actually, come to think of it, if we all jump, it's like quadruple the chance. Think about it.
I'm the only one who's going to jump here.
Johnny Five, if one of my colleagues dies by accident and I get a chance to consume their flesh, will I come back?
No, you must kill them.
Okay.
I have analysed 15 ways to kill each one. Please tell me which plan you would like.
Okay, we'll come back to that one later. While this is all going on, Paul is actually looking to see if there's anything like a harpoon or any form of armament.
Yes, there are. As you search through, you see equipment that you're not quite sure what it does, and it's alongside things like harpoons, the nets, where Emma got the fishing rod before. There's some contraptions that look, knowing where the fuel comes from now, you easily get the idea it's maybe for harvesting the eggs.
Right. Paul grabs and brings as much of the stuff as his arms can carry.
All right, I have a plan.
Guys, look what I found! We can
Oh, that's
kill
great.
him!
That's great.
And
I
no one
love
needs
it.
to jump on anything!
Wait, so why do we need to kill this thing?
Well, we don't really need to kill it, but I want to ride it. That sounds exciting. That sounds fun.
I think it's just the nature of our conversations, Freda, just where we've ended up.
Well, we could not and just keep going to where we're going. And
Yeah, but do we have enough fuel to do that?
do we
Ooh,
know
that'd be
like,
exciting to see.
this
Can we
beast
try
is
it?
going to- this beast is going to have enough fuel for us to make this worth trying.
Actually, that's the thing. They must have backup for whenever you run out of fuel. Is there anything on this that we can use as, like, rigging? Okay, I don't know how rigging actually works, but sails.
You've got the large balloon. That's why Selena, when she talked to the god, got a boost. So if you run out of fuel, you'll just be you'll be at the whim of the wind.
We can't turn the sails to steer.
No, you can steer, yes, but the winds are very unpredictable.
Well, we have gods.
Yeah, but the god of the sky
Yeah,
has already done you a favour and expects stuff in return.
What if I just cast like a little spell over and over again that causes a gust of wind?
That would not be possible because I say so. Basically,
I say try it anyway.
you can try it if you wish. It's not going to work. The
Just
ship
there
is
is a
way too
D&D
big for your
cantrip that would
little
absolutely
magic.
help in this situation.
No,
Um,
because that would
It'll
just be breaking the
game.
game. Yeah.
Well, this is the problem where there's an entire character called the Fool whose entire thing is breaking the game. This is the problem with
No,
the
it's
game.
not.
Because
That's not
I
true.
could think of a
No.
million ways to break the game.
No,
Any-
you only break the game by using cantrips from D&D, which is not exactly sticking with the premise there.
That's
you can-
literally sticking with the premise.
No,
it's literally
not. It's not. No, just coming up with things from D&D is not using the Fool to its full extent. You
that's
have
literally
used the Fool.
that says in the full section of the book.
Use cantrips from D&D.
Well, yeah.
No, it doesn't.
After this, I'll point it out to you, and you'll feel very foolish.
That
But
is
for now-
absolutely fine. However, I am the master here, and I'm saying no.
Yeah, that's where the decision that's come down to. But you'll feel very silly afterwards.
No, because the Fool is meant to break things in strange ways. It's meant to be things, not just having. Not all fools can use magic. There is no thing saying they have to use magic. I do not think the people that made this game wanted you to limit yourself to D&D cantrips. I think that is almost antithetical to what they want.
Question.
Well, they did some particular. Ash, I can't hear you anymore. Am I interrupting you, or are you?
If you can't hear me,
For fuck's sake.
We can hear you though, Ash. It's
my question is there the equivalent of like a rowboat here?
no.
Have we got like a couple of smaller floating craft
Nothing like that.
that we could? Nothing. Okay, that's a shame, because we could have put some people off in a smaller flying boat while we distract the whale, but not happening. So okie dokie.
But I'm all for distracting. I mean, I can distract this thing if you would like me to. I'd love it.
Indeed, and I actually have no doubt that you would win, but you fly and you can't. If you fall, that's it.
I'll fall on top of it, though. That's the thing. Like, we time it. Well, hook a line up on me or something, so, I won't fall and die, presumably, at the end.
Okay.
And then if we
That's a good
miss, to
idea.
just, get me up there again, I'll try again.
Okay.
Who is the best fisherman among us? I want to be the bait.
No, you don't.
I'd love to be the bait, actually.
I think the
Well-
bird might be.
This,
We all
this
live
thing
in the
doesn't eat
city.
birds, though. It eats clouds. So offering up Emma or a bird is not going to do it. Also, what does fuel this ship?
Well, the bird say something about crystal eggs.
Yeah.
Right.
You found the crystals before, and they seem to be the eggs of the whale.
Yeah, that's my point. We need the eggs. We
Yeah.
don't need the whale.
No. Correct. But to get to the egg, probably we need to distract the whale. Well, the fish. The giant flying fish. Let's just head there
Okay.
and see what happens. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, let's see what the situation is before we start making a plan.
Let's just get there first and improvise. Awesome. So yeah,
I love that.
Selena takes the wheel and is like, she's kind of annoyed. She doesn't quite know what's going to happen, but also she is kind of living out a fantasy in that she is a steampunk flying sailing ship type thing. It's like, this is so fucking
Yeah,
taking
I know.
a leaf out of Emma's book.
Isn't it? Emma's going to be all
Never get
encouraging.
a chance to do anything. Never get a chance to do this at home.
There we go. Right? So much fun.
Wait, what are we saying? Right, okay. So you're heading there. Check it out. As I said, it takes about an hour. A lot of the time taken with you talking, the Bird hasn't dropped off yet, but is staying very near to the edge. You're very high up. Down below, you can see what's possibly the sea. Moving back and forth, you see birds every so often. Then you see a dark cloud. You think it's a cloud at least. As you approach, you see that it's the skin of a massive whale. You're maybe 30, 40 meters above it. But this thing is like much larger than a soccer pitch, so in length. See its muscles ripple up and down lightly. It doesn't seem to be moving forward too much. It's just kind of swaying in the air. And then you hear its song. And it's loud and it makes your bones rattle. Then it stops. It still just floats there. A little bit in the distance, you see another one, slightly smaller. And then another. It looks like there's an entire pod of them. Some are above you, some are below. But all are gigantic.
This is so cool.
I'm not sure I actually want to hurt them.
We don't need to hurt them. Just
No.
fly around. Just, we just need the power of the egg.
Everybody-
I guess.
Everybody tie on one of the lines knocked around. We don't want to
mean-
go flying off the ship.
This feels like it has all the potential.
It starts
to be the
kind of
end
passing
many
out bits
people's
of
lives,
rope
but also the potential
to-
for a
so people can-
proper.
Okay,
You know,
Ash and Michelle, I take it you don't hear each other again because you're both speaking at the same time and I have no idea what's going on.
I can't hear Ash.
I know,
What
I
is
can't-
going
I can't
on?
hear Michelle.
Okay, both of you drop out and come back in, please. And we'll see
All
if
right.
that helps. Sorry
That's
about this.
weird. That's
Anyone
such a
watching?
weird
Dun,
audio
dun,
issue.
dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Let's go back. Come on back. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Michelle's back. Michelle, can you speak so I can see if you're...
I'm speaking.
Yay, got your microphone. Now we're just waiting on Ash. Because it's kind of difficult when you both get plans. Let's see, and Ash is back, and your connection looks good now, Ash. So, speak, see if we can hear each other. Both of you, come on.
Yeah, I can't hear Michelle. I don't know if she's.
She's
I
saying
can
speaking.
hear Ashley.
Aha! Yes, I can hear you.
There you go. I said both of you speak, and neither of you fucking spoke, so you know.
Well, we didn't want to
It
interrupt
made
each
it
other.
difficult. Right, anyway, so let's get back to it. Anyway, so who's saying what? Selena or Frida?
Let Selena go first.
Selena is kind of self up for whatever is about to happen and is kind of encouraging people to any lengths of rope and lash themselves to not giving like a bit of rope that's about insisting that you tie yourself to this spot and don't move, as in a long enough bit so you can still get out of the ship, you won't fall all the way down.
Oh yeah, sounds good. I think Emma will do just that. Actually, she'll tie herself in a very long rope, if there is such a thing on a ship. I imagine.
There's
But,
plenty of rope.
yeah. And yeah, tie one end to the ship somewhere, pretty secure, and then one end to herself.
You hear the moan of the whale again, reply coming from somewhere else. Then you start to hear something more high-pitched and screechy. What are the rest of you doing? Quinn?
Quinn just stares in utter disbelief and horror at the madness that has kind of taken over everybody.
The bird is looking at you, just kind of nodding along with you. Seems to agree. Paul?
Paul is looking. It's just in shock of everything that's happening, and is trying to help Emma and Frida.
Okay, and Frida, what about you?
Well, I'm assuming we're going to go on a raid for some eggs, right?
That's the plan.
Then I'm going to step forward and start moving towards the eggs.
Okay. So, as I said, this thing is massive. You see the muscles on it, the skin rippling a little bit. It sways in the wind. You don't see pink crystals round about where you are. We take the time to look at one int roll from whoever's piloting the ship.
Who is piloting the ship?
I said I was passing out rope. I have, but I don't mind if someone else wants to do that.
Pilotis.
Just check some.
I mean, if nobody pipes up, Emma's going to take the wheel.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Paul runs towards the wheel and he
I mean, I can grab it, but I've only...
Right, Paul, give me an int roll, please.
Okay. Oh, 4, 2, 1.
That's all right. One pass is enough. You pilot the ship for a little bit. You notice some strange shadows keep flitting in and out of the way, but you don't see anything. But you do hear more of those high-pitched calls. Now, after a moment, you realise, well, the eggs would probably be below. And as you turn the ship, you're able to see down a little bit, and you see a massive white cloud suddenly seemingly just below the whale, sparkling like what do you call it? Glittery, a pink glittery substance going through it.
Like quartz.
Yeah, kind of.
There, she leaves.
Can the rest of us see this if Paul directs us to it?
Yep,
Yeah.
Certainly.
I'll jump out immediately, no hesitation.
Raise your joy by 1, please.
I will also join her in jumping out.
Right, what are you actually jumping for, people?
I'm assuming there is a place to land.
No, there's a fucking cloud.
Yeah, that's okay. Now you said that, that makes sense. Let me rephrase that by saying
Paul
I'm
is
not going
literally
to jump
screaming,
out because
"Fly,
there's
you
nowhere-
fools!
there's
For the
nowhere
love of God,
obvious
fly!"
or jump towards. So I'm going to stand there and be like, why would anyone jump? This seems like a silly idea.
Yeah, I mean, the Emma does have a rope tied around her. I mean, it's not a bungee cord or anything, so it's likely just going to snap her
It's
back.
stupid.
But
It's so stupid,
it
but
is
she's brilliant.
incredibly stupid. But very,
In that
very
case, I'm
joyful.
going to grab. I'm going to grab for the rope.
Right, the rope is tied onto the ship as well. You could also have tied the rope around yourself. Selena was handing them out before. So if you want to have done that, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to have
Right.
done that, and I'm jumping.
And
Screw
then
it.
I want a dex roll from Emma and a dex roll with your full die from you, Rita. Oh, fucking hell, nice.
Oh!
And my full dice. And what is my full dice looking like at the moment?
What does it have on it? Because that is another 6, so you have critted it, Frida.
I do not have a 0 or an X on my 6.
That's fine, add a 0 to it then. And since Emma failed and she is falling, and you have fucking 4 successes with 2 6s, would you like to save Emma or let her break her back? Entirely up
I'm
to
going
you.
to save Emma again.
So how's this look at Emma? She's not even. Her weapons out in front of her. She's wearing the armor.
But she jumps off, and I go, oh shit, and I jump after her and grab her in midair. And do a
Isn't
number.
this much fun?
Yeah.
Being.
Do it like this.
No, put your hands in, you break your arms. If you're going to jump off things, you've got to learn how to do it right.
The rope snaps into both of you, yerking you back as you reach into this cloud, and you feel a kind of wet, crystalline feeling to anything on your skin. As you look at each other, you see these pink crystals that are maybe a bit So your pinky finger, the nail kind of size, they're glowing and pulsing and wet.
Can I try to grab it? Is that possible?
You could scoop some up. I mean, if you'd
Yeah.
thought about it, you could have taken the equipment that Paul found for collecting the fuel, which might have been useful. But no one seemed to talk about.
No.
Jumped
I was trying to.
You're not wiping off your face,
Nope.
getting your hands.
I was
I'll
trying
just try
to.
it. I'll scoop him up.
I was trying to say, like, hey, take some of the equipment with you, but
But no one was listening.
then you jumped out of the ship.
No. So what can we see now that we're dangling?
You are dangling. You see almost right above you, the ship above you. You see the underside of the whale, which is a much lighter colour, and you see that it's covered in kind of black shapes. And you hear that screeching keen again as these things begin to pull. Something begins to pull off the stomach of the whale. You see wings that are easily as wide as Emma is tall. And 2 or 3 kind of drop off. You see glide below you and start to beat their wings coming up towards you.
I would like to flick through my little spell book and try and cast some kind of barrier between us and these things that are flying towards us. Something that could stop them. Some kind of magical barrier or field of some kind.
Right. It's things with a max difficulty of 0. Okay, so we need to work out what that is. What could that be? What would this...
I don't know. This is the part that confused me because the book says a roundabout where a cantrip in D&D is.
Yes, around about that level, not exact cantrips. So, what cantrips do we know that would do something like that? Mage Hand technically could, but only for like one thing, maybe. Anything else would be a higher order spell, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, barrier.
Yeah, barrier is a cantrip.
Oh no, it's not a cantrip.
No, it's a spell.
Well, I mean, this is fine. Can I try like climbing up the opposite? Like, can I try climbing up Frida's rope?
Give me a dex roll.
Yeah, sure.
Frida, you've got your little book out. You hear the scream come below you. You should also, by the way, have chosen a spell or a things before. Frida.
I did flight.
One
No,
success.
there was another one. If you go to your, wait a minute. If we go to where your advancement is, because the knack or spell there wasn't filled in, so you should have a second knack or spell. I clicked that for you there because it should have been already.
Oh.
So you should have 2 knacks or spells. So you've got flight for one, I know that, but then you've got another one, which I think you've not chosen yet.
Fucking shield.
I will let you take shield, yes. Right, you need to roll charisma to.
She's a punchy magic fighter. So having a quick shield and then doing a punch. That's about what I was going for.
Right. So you want to put something between you and right, Puck, because this is where it gets difficult. These things are flying, so you want to put it between you and them. Yeah. You can't cover all, so it's not a bubble, is it? It's just a shield.
A shield placed between me and them.
Yep, but there's 3 of them. They're not all going to be lining up in front of each other to come and attack you. As much as that might be easier for you.
That would be.
Yes.
Well, I have another plan. Maybe Frida can chime in if she disapproves or
You
Michelle
all
does.
above are seeing these creatures start to fly towards them. The bird is saying to you, Quinn, I fucking told them.
All right.
So I lean over the side and shout, "Fill your pockets!" and then start doing her best. Pull the pair of them up and saying, "Quinn, help me!"
Fill my pockets with what?
The egg things. Someone toss us something to gather them in.
Can I do that?
All right, I'm
Something-
going to swing the rope towards where the eggs are.
Yeah,
You're in amongst the eggs. The eggs are in the cloud.
Yeah.
If the cloud is holding onto
Oh,
these
right.
crystals,
Here's-
they are the
Gotcha.
eggs that you're trying
I
to
thought I
capture.
had to do some
Here-
swinging. Okay,
here-
fine.
no,
I'm
no.
going to
I
grab
mean-
as many eggs as I can.
You're not going to get as many as you would have got with the stuff if you'd taken it down.
Yeah.
But,
But here's what I wanted to do. I wanted like her to grab the rope that belongs to Frida, really.
uh-huh.
Get up a little bit and then start swinging on it back and forth so they get some momentum,
Uh-huh.
and that way they can get like swoosh up and get more eggs probably.
Well, first of all, you're being attacked, but you can do that. You can give me a dex roll to try and do that. And then we're
and
going to
plus-
go into combat.
Yeah, I already got
If-
one success when you call for a dex roll.
Okay, sorry, thank you.
Yeah.
That was enough to get you swinging. Sorry, Selena,
Yep.
what are you saying?
And back and forth, then that's presenting a moving target to those creatures, so they're not going to be
Makes it a little bit more difficult. Yeah.
have an easy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also
So-
momentum for Emma to jump on top of one of them. Maybe.
Right. Here's what's happening. The
Okay.
rest of you are seeing this. Paul, you are at the tiller, at the wheel. Quinn, you're beside the bird, bitching about these people. Selena, you are at the ropes. Emma, Frida, you are in the
Yep.
cloud, covered in whale spunk. Basically, that's what it is.
Beautiful.
Yep. And 3 of these creatures, and there seems to be a hell of a lot more of them attached to the bottom of the whales, are starting to come towards you. They don't have bird-like faces, they've got kind of gargoyle-like faces. Wings, very thin, membranous, the hooked thumb at the end of them like bats. You see they're wearing, well, 2 of them are wearing some kind of armour. The other one's just naked, letting it all hang free. What do you want to do? You're swinging. It's making it a little more difficult for it. The naked one attacks you, Frida.
Shield.
Shield up. Roll charisma, please.
I find it very hard to picture things without. But yeah. Charisma.
Charisma. What the ever loving fuck? That's brilliant. So it's 2 6s. That is more than enough. You, because it's 2 6s, I'll say you pass and you get a special. What would you like your special to be? Would you like to harm this creature, or would you like something else to happen?
Okay. I'm going to do the fool thing.
Wish for a
of-
bucket.
I would like the shield to smash it against some of the eggs, killing it. Then I grab it and I use its wings to gather up as many eggs as I can.
That wouldn't work. They can't. If you smash into the eggs are just going to stick to it and get pushed out the way. The eggs are in a cloud. Then it's not
Right.
like a solid barrier. You can smash into it and you could say you break its wing or something that makes it, what is it, fall or whatever. But
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna shield. It hits the shield. The spark bashes back into a bunch of eggs and then falls.
right,
Whether it's dead or not is up to you.
No, that's enough of those successes. You've got one that's now spiraling downwards. It might be able to make its way back. Emma, 2 more are coming to you. You see one has a dagger, seems to be pointing out of its foot. And it slashes towards you. What
Would you
do?
like to fight? Yeah, sure. I'm into that. I'll get some momentum. Try to get on top of it, or like on the side at least.
Yep,
Try to grab it.
swinging, putting
Yep.
the making Frida jiggle all about. Give me what would it be? Well, I'll let you do strength.
All right.
Although dex would be more appropriate, and I'll let you do strength.
I mean, it's up to you. I can do that.
No, strength difficulty is at least 2 successes,
All right.
and you have 1. Would you like to re-roll 1 or more of those dice?
Yeah, I'll roll one of them. Sure.
Oh, there we
There
go.
we go.
So that's sure that counts as 3 successes. What do you do to this one that's flying at you? It has it's got its wings out back like that, and it's got the foot coming forward with this small dagger aiming for you.
Yeah, I think just try to get as much momentum as possible, and then jump out sort of in the air, grab it, hold on to it, and then try to get up on top of it. That's the idea right now.
This thing's about the same size as you, maybe. So the wingspan is much bigger, but the creature itself seems about the same as you, and it's very light compared to you. But you're on its back now.
I'll try riding it for a little bit, see how it feels.
You pull it up, and immediately it begins to fall. Luckily, you're still on a tied to a rope because you're much too heavy for this thing. It's got little light, hollow bones, and you're on its back, and you just hear it screech. The little knife falls through the air. You see it twirling, blinking.
She's laughing. She's having so much fun.
I'll be your
Poor
joy
creature.
again, please.
I think. Oh, okay. This is. Okay.
Selena, what would you like to do?
I think Selena's at a loss. She's asked for someone to come and help with the rope.
I mean, Selena, I'd say you're
Kind of
strong enough.
engaging.
If you want to pull them up, you can roll strength just to pull them up. You're a big fuck off Godbinder knight sort of thing, so.
That's a fair point. Yeah, well, we've not discussed a round. I don't think that's a conversation we should have right now in combat. But yeah, I'm going to try up and shouting down to them, grab as many as you can, stuff your pocket, everything. We need as many of these things as possible. And then she's going to yank on the rope.
Right.
So that'll be a strength roll.
Strength roll, please, yeah.
Okay. That. Bonus die?
You can take a bonus die if you
Do we
wish,
have
yeah.
any left?
Yes, we do.
I can't. Okay.
There we go. 2 sixes. That
Okay.
is enough. You start to pull them up
Sixes.
slowly. They're still fighting at the moment. Well, 2 of them seem to be kind of out. The last one, Frida, starts to fly towards you. Your shield has already been smacked. This thing is coming from the side. If you want to use your shield again, you can give me the charisma roll to bring it back into place. Otherwise, if you want to hit it.
And I try to direct the one that I'm riding towards it.
You're
That's like
no
that.
longer, this thing is just basically you're holding on to it. It's
Oh,
no
I see.
longer flying. It's,
Okay, I
it's,
see.
it's nowhere near strong enough to carry your weight.
Yeah.
Frida,
My go?
please.
So I'm dangling. Needs some eggs.
Being pulled
Is there
up,
any?
yeah?
Are there any creatures?
Yep,
appear-
one is coming through you from the side. Screeching at you in a high-pitched kind of wail. Not a wail, but a wail.
Okay. I would like to, with one hand, grab as many eggs as I can and put them in my jacket pockets, while with my other hand, I would like to cast an illusion.
An illusion.
A very small illusion, which is, I'm hoping, of a very sexually active member of this species, and have it go from side to side to attract the one coming towards me in what I am hoping is a sexually alluring act amongst the species.
Okay,
Do you understand what I'm doing?
give me charisma. You can use your full die, but I want at least 3 successes. Because this
The
is
top
insane.
tune whale.
Charisma.
That is a fail.
Wait, there's my special dice.
If you get a circle on it, then okay. And I think you did, didn't you? Yep.
I
That's
did
what-
get a circle on that one.
Take both the circles off, please.
Nice.
So you don't manage to conjure this thing that looks sexual and swaying, but you do conjure one that looks just like its mother in a very sexual pose. And this thing's flying towards you and just suddenly stops and pukes and flies away to get as fast as it can. You hear it shrieking and screaming. Well, its
Doesn't
mother
have the
does,
intelligence to do that.
Seems like it. It looks like, you know, the bug in Wolf Among Us. where Bigby would start pole dancing. It's kind of like that, but with this thing's mum. So you can get the blue rinse perm and shit on it.
Well, I don't understand what's happening here, but I just start laughing and start piling even more eggs into my jacket.
Rob Manson says to hydrate, so please hydrate people. He claimed points, sanity points, so that's the rules. Yeah, so what happened, Frida, was your spell didn't work. What it did was it conjured a sexy version of the creature's mum, and the creature was not happy. So instead of attacking you, it ran away. Selena, you pull them up.
Sorry, go ahead, Mark.
You pull them up, Selena. You managed to get them. You see they're both covered in sticky pink crystals. Pockets bulging with them. Emma, your weapon's covered in it and is giggling to you.
I'm giggling too.
Paul, Johnny 5, speaking your ear. That is enough for 15 minutes at full speed.
And will that be enough to get us to where we're going?
That is enough for 15 minutes at full speed. Echo. You do the math.
Oh, fuck. We've only got enough for 15 minutes.
Is that good?
Do the math.
I'm not very good at
Okay,
math.
so I think Selena's gonna hand them both a bucket and go, "Great practice run. Here."
Okay.
Oh, we're doing it again? Yes!
Don't give them buckets, give them the equipment.
Yes, yeah, give them the
harvesting equipment.
Gather these.
Yeah, you should give us instead of the buckets, maybe you should give us that stuff over there that looks much better for the job.
Oh, yeah, that's smart. Yeah.
Good thinking.
Good. Yeah, let's do that.
All right, ready to jump over again?
Let's try again.
Right, both of you give me a dex roll as well, but this is the only roll I'll take for it. Only if it fucks up or something.
Another dex roll, you said?
Please, yes.
Yes.
I got a 5, a 1, and a 2.
Yeah, one success is enough. There
Yeah,
we go.
I got one.
Both jump down again. This time, none of the creatures seem to stir, though you do hear the creaking and screaming from the equipment in your hand. Begins to whir almost as soon as you're in the cloud, and you see it acting kind of like a vacuum sucking in the crystals. You see the cloud start to get a little bit thinner, and as you're there for maybe 5-6 minutes, you start to hear more screeches. You see some of the creatures, their wings start to twitch, and then a loud moan from the whale and a bing from your the tools you're using, and that seems to be it. Selena, then max speed is not very fast for me. It's an airship. They can, yeah, not even African swallow. Here's people listening. Sorry. You pull them back up. These kind of unwieldy tools in their hands. Both still covered in the eggs. Emma, one sips into your mouth, tastes kind of exotic fruity,
Oh, what an unexpected taste. I love it.
then pops like a pop rock.
Oh, wow. You should try these, Frida. They're really good. Unexpectedly good, actually.
Madness! The bird is walking down. Madness! I can't believe you did that.
Twice! I'll do it another time if we need more.
How much did we get?
On this run, you got enough for Johnny 5 calculating. This should be enough for 2 weeks travel.
Hey, we did it! And we can sell the rest of when we get to port.
Not a bad idea.
Well, as a
All right.
near-death experience goes, that's one of the better ones we've had lately.
Was
See,
It is.
You see the whale that you took the eggs from flexes, and about
Okay.
50 of these creatures fly out from underneath it.
Oh no.
Get that stuff to the. Paul, ready on the tiller. Quinn, feel free to any time.
You people had better save me, the bird says, and takes another berry and munches on it. I really don't want to die in a fucking ship.
Yeah, we're doing it. Everything's fine. Don't worry.
It clearly isn't, but let's go anyway.
Yeah, Emma will do whatever with the equipment to feed the crystal. She'll try at least.
Right, Emma, give me a strength roll. See if you're dead. No, give me an int roll, sorry.
Intro.
Int
Okay.
roll. Paul, give me an int roll, please. Quinn, Selena, Frida, what are y'all doing?
6, a 5, and a 5.
Okay, that is brilliant. You are able to pilot this thing like a fucking... 7, 3, 7. What are you doing, Quinn?
I'm running to the front of the ship to look at where we're going.
Johnny,
I think
Johnny 5.
Yes.
Could
Echo.
you please play Magic Carpet Ride by Steppenwolf, please?
It starts up. This is not often played from my catalogue.
I know, but this is right now the right song for this moment.
I think is helping Emma get the stuff into the engine so we can get thrust in.
Yep.
Yeah, you can
Because
give
we
me
need
an
we need
int
to
roll
get
as
away
well.
from.
Because what I'm saying is,
Sorry, what-
you need to give me an int roll as well. What I'm saying is, in order to get it in properly,
Oh.
it's not just shoveling it in. You need to work out how the engine
Yeah,
kind of works. You
there's,
try to get that done at speed. Quinn, what is it you're doing?
there's a process.
A process.
Quinn is helping.
Rob is alive. Quinn is helping Celine as well. Give me an int roll because Celine fumbled hers. Oh no, you did do an int roll before. You got one pass.
I didn't do
Yeah.
an roll, but I
No,
was
you
running
didn't.
towards the front of the
You
ship,
don't need
so I
to do
don't
an
think I
int roll
needed
unless you're doing something to do with int. So, Frida, what are you doing?
I was running towards the front of the ship to see where we're going.
Ah, okay. You are out in front of the ship. You see these creatures. The whale is almost spasming now. It looks like it's trying to move. As I said, about 50 of these creatures are coming up, going in all directions, but some seem to have got an eye on all of you. And Paul has expertly started to steer the ship, managing to get it through clouds with the extra boost from the fuel that you've put in. Paul's kind of using the controls to get the most out of it, going faster, coming up slower. It's like a racetrack driver. And within a few minutes, manages to get you away from the whale, and other than one or two of these creatures kind of straggling behind, you seem to be free. You still have no food, but you now have enough fuel to make your way.
Well,
Well done, everyone. We did it. You're great.
we mostly did it, and we'll probably live when we get there,
That's good.
if perhaps hungry.
Well, I mean, hungry.
Well, if anyone's hungry, you just need to say something. I click my fingers and loads of weed falls from the sky.
That's what's going to make it worse.
No, if this is the only thing we have to eat, this is nutritious.
Yeah, but now we're just going to have the munchies.
But that's only in the mind. Our bodies will be nourished by all of the vitamins. Just chow down. Just shut up and eat your weed. I'm just gonna start.
Is there any vitamins in marijuana?
I
Cannabis?
don't think there are.
There's more.
Okay.
There's more vitamins and minerals in this than there are in the alternative.
I suppose that's true.
Well, it's either that or eating whale spunk. Need that.
Wait,
to
you
fuel
They
the
are
ship.
pretty delicious, to be fair, but we need
gotta-
them as fuel too. So
We've got to heat these up, though, right? We've got a kitchen here. I just need to heat these up for a bit, and then they're good to go.
all right,
We'll all
sounds
be
good.
absolutely smashed, but we will be alive.
That sounds very good. Sounds like a great idea, actually, Frida.
And as you sail off into the night, we're going to leave it there. And we'll say that when we come back, you will be arriving at your destination. Somewhat the hungrier and higher for the wear. And whether or not the bird stays with you will depend how high the bird gets, I suppose.
the last image of this session, I would like to be Frida emerging from the kitchen with a chef's hat, just with loads of like slightly browned lumps of green, just like in bowls with chopsticks, and just goes around it. Bon appetit, everyone!
And instead of Magic Carpet Ride, Johnny Five is This Love by Bob Marley and the Wailers.
As it kicks, as it begins to affect Paul, Johnny just goes, "Yeah, I'm going in this."
And with that, we're going to close out the session. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for playing. Do a quick round, boost anything you want to boost, and then we will fuck off. So, once again, Ashleigh, how was your evening?
It was good, yes. Had fun, enjoyed. Across the sky, gathering flying whale semen. What's not to like? Yeah, good fun. Got a podcast, What the Trans. We talk shit mostly. Yeah. I'm going to pass this on to Patrick.
Hi, I had fun. I do not have a podcast, but I have political views. And I want everyone to go out and join the most militant trade union you can find, because we're coming to the dark times, and it's only in solidarity that we, the people, have any hope of making it through. You're not going to be the one who's going to hustle your way out of this. You're not going to end up getting up if you're getting up at 5 a.m. to get ready for the day. You're doing that because you're going to have to work for the rest of the day. Fuck that. They are taking your life. They are taking your freedom, and you should go and watch Sinners.
That was a great movie, but this speech would have been much better for. We played the anti-capitalist game without you, because you were at a concert, and it was fucking great.
Hey, listen, that concert was a fucking great concert, man.
Yeah, but the anti-capitalist game was a fucking great anti-capitalist game. Anyway, who's next? Hello?
Hello?
Who's next?
I will give it to Michelle.
Hi, to offer a sense of balance to this now politically unbalanced broadcast, I would say don't try for anything, don't do anything, just smoke lots of weed and do nothing. Just let it end. Let it all end.
Oh, God. Happy days.
And watch Fallout on this Sunday and other Sundays.
Who's next? Chris, Thea. One of you can go. Now, go. Hop up.
Go, Chris.
Okay. Yeah, lovely night. A bit quiet. I have allergy issues. It's very hot right now, and my eyes are a bit burny. But no, it was a fun night. Got to watch a lot of mad shenanigans occur. And on a pseudo political note, I just want everyone to look into yourselves and think about the life you want to live. And at the end of the day, think about human history and think about the simple fact that if we could just put all of the bullshit subjects that we focus on aside, we could achieve so much greatness. If we weren't corrupted by greed, by anger and hate, we could be living in that science fiction utopia that we see on Star Trek. We could be voyaging through the universe and understanding more. So if you are a human being who maybe feels lost in these times, think about the fact that you could be doing so much more to disengage the systems that we are tied to right now, so that maybe one day we can conquer the stars. And with that, I'm going to pass it on to Thea.
Thank you. That was beautiful. I can't really top that. What Chris said, and really what the gang said. Yeah, great little evening, shenanigans, fun times. Looking forward to beating up the sister. No, I don't know. We'll find something. Whatever happens, it's gonna be fun.
And I would just like to reiterate the stream's motto: don't vote, punch babies. And thank you. We are back in 2 weeks. On Saturday we have Massive Nyarlathotep. They have stymied God once again. We'll see where that takes them. On Sunday, Fallout, and then on Monday we are hopefully back to Marvel because we've been off for a wee bit. So thank you very much for watching. If you watched, if you are still watching, give us a like, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, comment, whatever. I don't care. Something. Just let us know that you're there. I don't want to be alone. I'm not joking. I give a fuck. Have fun. Bye.